I'm here for the NXT TakeOver review, and I want to say first off that I'm feeling a little under the weather. So if you hear me like coughing a lot, then sorry guys, can't control it. So uh, let's start off first with the first match of the night. It was the number one contender match between Tyler Breeze and Finn Balor. Originally, Hideo Itami was supposed to be in this match. However, he suffered a shoulder injury and he'll be out for 6 to 8 months, which sucks. But it, it happens, and I hope I like how the whole setup for the entrance looked good. It was definitely something I was not expecting, but that's WWE trying to make NXT look good, and as always, he can have a great new outfit. He had the kind of the same old face paint, but it was fine, especially when he had this tattoo in his bag that was kind of matched his character and everything. So this was a good match. It was, the fans were behind both guys when they started off. The fans did not die down. The fans of NXT, they don't die down. Uh, they always let their voices be heard. Moved much since last year, so it was basically he took control of the match. Finn Balor fought back, and both these guys did so well, especially outside. Finn Balor came close to winning. Tyler Breeze exposed the turnbuckle, pushing Finn into the turnbuckle and hit his finisher, but he couldn't put Finn Balor away. So they started fighting on the outside. Finn Balor took him down and got up on the entrance equipment, and the fans were all chanting, "Please don't die! Please don't die!" Finn Balor took down Tyler Breeze. The fans were chanting, "NXT, NXT," and in the end, Finn Balor got the win, and it was a great match. And I'm looking forward to seeing Finn Balor go up against the NXT champion in the future. Next match we had was Dana Brooke and Emma versus Bailey and Charlotte. Another good match. This was not bad. Dana and Emma got booed by the crowd. They did not like them at all. Bailey got in the ring to face each other. Fans started chanting because they wanted to see these two fight, but it didn't last very long because Emma was able to take Bailey down thanks to Donna, and it was pretty much them controlling the match until Charlotte got tagged in. She got a great reaction from the crowd, and in the end, she ended up getting the victory for her team. And well, I'm looking forward to seeing Charlotte if she ever makes her debut on Raw or SmackDown. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me. Next match we had was Rhino versus Baron Corbin. Fans were definitely behind. Baron got a good reaction from the crowd, but not as much as Rhino. And they were all chanting "Gore, Gore, Gore," and it was fun to see this. This match wasn't the best match of the night, but it certainly was good. Especially how these two guys tried using power to control the match. Even the fans were cheering for Corbin. Then they started chanting he sucked. They were booing at him, and then they started cheering him for him again, which is weird. But hey, it was back and forth between these two guys, and that in the end, Rhino went for the Gore. Corbin countered with a clothesline, and he hit his finisher, got the win, and Corbin defeated the veteran Rhino. I mean, whether you boo at him or cheer for him, it doesn't matter. This guy did well against the veteran, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Next match we had was Blake and Murphy defending their tag team titles against Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. This was definitely a match where Enzo and Colin got the most cheers from the crowd. They repeated everything Enzo was saying and Colin's well, and all of them even chanting, "How you doing?" So it was fun. I liked how this match went. It was a good tag team match here and there, especially how the tag champions keep impressing me. I mean, they had Enzo up for a power bomb position, and then the other hit a backbreaker on him, and almost came close to retaining their title, but it was not meant to be. In the end, though, Alexa Bliss came out attacking Enzo and Cassidy's friend, and then pushed Enzo off from the top rope, allowing the champions to retain. So it looks like we're gonna see these six go at it again in the future, and I hope they do because I want to see them. I want to see them fight. Next match we had was Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. I have to say what you want, Becky. You know, I'm starting to like her a lot. She she's worked hard. I mean, when she first came in, she was definitely a rookie, and she still needed to learn a lot. But hanging out with Sasha has helped her a lot, and she has improved a lot, and especially how this match went. The match started off between these two, you know, going back and forth, trying to pin the other with different pinning combinations, and the fans were definitely behind them. Becky trying to lock in her submission hold early. Sasha took control of the match, targeting Becky's arms, and it's really helped her a lot. She uh, kept going for the arm, trying to injure it, trying to take it out. The fans were, you know, chanting, for Becky to tap out, just to quit. Becky did not listen. She kept going on. The fans were starting to get behind Becky all the way. And, you know, this was a great match between these two. I love the women in NXT. They are so good in the ring, better than the Divas and on the main roster. And the fans even were in agreement with me when they all started chanting, "This is wrestling." They were really behind this match. And well, in the end, Becky, you know, was hitting a lot of suplex moves, and fans were chanting "Suplex City." In the end, but in the end, Sasha locked in her submission hold and made Becky tapped out. Becky may have not won the match, but she got a great standing ovation from the crowd. She definitely deserved it, and I hope she gets another opportunity. But if not, I hope Bayley gets that opportunity because she deserves to be champion as well. I mean, let's face it. I think everybody here knows that Bayley has been working harder than anybody. If anyone deserves to be champion, it's definitely her. We then get to the last match of the night. It was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. This was definitely a match where the fans were definitely behind Sami, and I had hope that Sami's injury would not come back to bite him. And Owens came out with a mixed reaction from the crowd, but some were actually cheering for him because he was wearing the John Cena U.S. Title shirt, which we all know he's going to face off against John Cena at Elimination Chamber. I will get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I was wondering, were we gonna see John Cena come out? The match pretty much had Owens try to do the same thing he did at the last takeover. Sami did not allow that to happen. He got out of the ring while the fans were chanting John Cena sucks, but in making it look like it was his theme song, like John Cena sucks, John Cena sucks, and just going along with that. And that distracted Owens, allowing Sami to pretty much take control of the match. He dominated this match. He's shown the aggressive side we have not seen from him since the last time these two fought. It was great to see that. Sami, you know, they fought all around the ring, even on the outside. They fought in the crowd. It was fun to see that. Owens tried to counter back, tried to fight back in this match, but Sami, he did not allow it. This match kept going on and on. It wasn't until Owens hit a power bomb on Sami on the apron. It was his third try doing that because he tried to do it, I think, on the outside of the ring first. Then he finally got the third time right and was able to take him down. He then tried to finish the job, but you know the referees came out and the doctors were checking on Sami, but he did not care. He threw him into the ring. He tried to take him out. Regal came out and pretty much just grabbed Owens right from the mouth, trying to pull him away from Sami, but Owens just hit him with a headbutt and knocked him down. He grabbed a chair and was planning to hit Sami Zayn with it. He did hit him, but time he was going to do more damage. Samoa Joe, yes, I am not freaking kidding you. Samoa Joe, we've been hearing it for months. Samoa Joe has indeed signed with WWE and made his debut tonight, and the fans went nuts. Owens was shocked by this. Samoa Joe came face to face with him. Joe looked pretty good, and Owens, you know, these two came face to face. They were match, yeah, Sammy and Owens match ended in a no contest, and it's a shame that it happened that way. But hey, Samoa Joe came out and pretty much saved the event. It was a great way to end the show with Owens telling him, this is my house. I dealt with Sammy. I'm going to deal with you." So I can't wait to see these two guys go at it in the future, and I hope we see Samoa Joe become NXT champion. I hope it happens. And who knows, we might actually see it happen. And if it does happen, Samoa Joe, I guarantee, would be a great NXT champion. But first things first, we need to see him in the ring and see how good he looks, at least in ring. And hopefully, whichever opponent they put him up against will someone Joe will have to kill. And I wonder if Joe will have to change his wrestling style. I hope they don't, and I hope we see the Muscle Buster and the rear naked chokehold soon. Yeah, I think that I think that's it for NXT's Takeover Unstoppable. Now we get to the Elimination Chamber, which I did want to talk about because first off, I was surprised WWE decided to throw in another review in the same month. I mean, originally we didn't know anything about this pay-per-view happening because they never announced it. They never announced it weeks ago. It wasn't until probably near a week before the pay-per-view that the Chamber was announced, and they announced that for the first time ever there will be some unique matches. And they did announce that, but before I get to those matches, let me talk about the matches they already have set up. So this championship, I'm looking forward to that, and it kind of sucks that Tamina kind of ruined the Divas title match this past Monday night on Raw between Naomi and Nikki. I really had hoped Naomi would be champion, but Paige came out making the save was okay, and I like that. And I'm curious to see who's going to be champion. I would not mind it being Paige, but maybe for now, let's give that title to Naomi. I feel she deserves to be champion, even for a little while. I think that's more what's best for business. Next match, I am not going to talk about into great details. Sorry, I'm taking out my charger. I'm not going to talk about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose much because, again, we've seen this rivalry before, and as much as I love Ambrose, I really do, he's not going to win the title. And let's face it, the WWE are not going to give this title to this guy, especially if they have something planned with Rollins to lose the title to someone else. I love him. I love Ambrose, but he's not going to win the title. Obviously, Rollins is going to win with Kane's help or, J&J Security's help. So not going to happen, but hopefully it's a good match with them. But it will happen, and Rollins will retain. Next, we have the first time ever the Elimination Chamber match will have the Intercontinental title, the vacated Intercontinental title, due to Daniel Bryan vacating the title last week. So the title will be on the line in the Chamber, and it will have Sheamus versus Ryback versus R-Truth versus King Barrett versus Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler. First off, I don't mind R-Truth in this match, but I think it should have been Bray Wyatt. I think it would have been much better. Makes more sense. And I just think it was a much better option than him, but that's fine. To me, I'm looking forward to this one, but not as much as the other match, which I'll get to in a bit. To me, Sheamus, R-Truth, Barrett, and Ziggler have been in this chamber before. I think Ziggler has been in it. I don't remember if he has, but if he has, then that means 4 guys have been in the chamber match except for Ryback and Rusev, who've never been in this match before. So I'm curious to see how this match will go and how Continental champion. I'm leaning more towards Ziggler or Ryback walking out champions. I'm seeing those guys as the possible men to walk out champions. If not, they can give the title to Sheamus. But yeah, for now, I'm going with Ziggler and Ryback. And then the next match that we're going to also have is actually one I'm going to say right now is a very rare match to see because in the past, we used to see WWE have some pretty good and rare matches that we never see a lot, and it was very unique. So for this one, except on video game, we're going to have the New Day defending their tag team titles against the Lucha Dragons, Tyson Kidd Cesaro, the Primetime Players, the Ascension, and Los Matadores. And yes, you're hearing me right, folks. This will be inside the Elimination Chamber where the tag titles are on the line. Do you see what I mean about it being unique and very rare? Because we've never seen this match before. So this is definitely the first time ever we're seeing the go. I mean, they already explained that 2 teams are going to start the matchup while the other 4 are going to be locked in the chamber pots. But again, that's never happened before. It feels much like Survivor Series 2002 all over again, where we've never seen this match before. We didn't know what to expect, and I think this one will be the same thing. We want to know what's going to happen. It will probably be a great match, but only way to find out is by watching the pay-per-view. So I'm looking forward to that, and obviously I'm putting my vote to win this on the Primetime Players. To me, they are ready. They are ready to become the tag team champions. I mean, years ago, yeah, they were doing well, but I think they should have won the title somewhere around that time while they were still a team. When they broke up, I was concerned because Titles and Neil and Darren Young were not doing well in singles competition. Same thing with the Primetime Players; they were not doing well together as a team. But when the Primetime Players reunited, I thought, okay, there may be some chance for these guys. And those promos they were making fun of those other teams, they were funny. They were great. So I'm thinking, do this. These guys are ready. Do more of these. The crowd are already behind you. Let's see more of this. Let's see these guys have the titles. Keep making those promos. And I guarantee players to become champions. And just give them a chance. That would be. Let's see it happen. Now we get to the match that I think a lot of people are wondering how it's going to go. It's going to be John Cena versus Kevin Owens one-on-one. Kevin Owens appeared on Raw, confronting John Cena for his open challenge to the U.S. title. Owens declined facing Cena for the title, and pretty much made fun of John Cena. John Cena said, "Let me offer you some veteran advice," and Owens like, "Whoa, hold on. I've been around longer than you do," which is not true because John Cena was around a year longer than Owens, but who cares? Owens was pretty much like, I don't need to take advice from you. I've been around for 15 years. I know what I'm doing. And it's true. Owens knows what he's been doing. He's been doing it for years. And he's one of the who are able to bring in. Oh, damn it. So he said he was not going to fight him. Owens took John Cena down with that powerbomb move of his and then stomped on the U.S. title. And pretty much disrespected the past champions, John Cena, and the little kids who didn't know who the hell Owens was. And I say that because a lot of the fans already know who Kevin Owens was. I know who Kevin Owens was. And the fans that didn't know him were probably the little kids who didn't care about him because he doesn't have a stupid catchphrase. So I'm glad that Kevin Owens made his debut, and I'm looking forward to seeing this match between him and Cena. My concern is this just going to be these two guys fighting up until Elimination Chamber and that's it? I hope it's not, because I want to see a great build-up be made between these two guys. I hope it happens. So, yeah, I'm happy, but I am concerned about what does this mean? Is this a one-time match we're going to see between these two guys until Owens does decide to stay on the main roster, or something more? I'm hoping we get an answer soon for that because I want to see these two guys fight off some more. I think that's it. I was originally going to talk about Jeff Jarrett's Global Force Wrestling, but I thought, I'll wait until more stuff is made for it. So I think that's it, guys. If you have a different opinion about NXT's TakeOver Unstoppable event and about the current matches made for WWE's Chamber pay-per-view, especially if you think the tag team title Chamber match will be probably the best one of the night, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Take care, everybody. See you next time, and good night.